Hello, it's Amy with Paper Moon Journals, and I have a Gothic Splendor journal that I wanted to share with you today. It's a project that I made for my Etsy shop, and it was so much fun. I'm already looking forward to making another one using similar papers and things and making a new cover, a different cover for it. So here it is. It has some dimensional flowers on the front that are from Graphic 45, an antique button, some Venetian trim and crocheted lace, seam binding that I trimmed down and made a small bow, and then a bow cut out of some lace, some more trim made into little crowns, and decorating the bottom. And then on the spine, I used another, Gothic little individual there and added a crow to them, put a little crown and some trim on some layered things there. And then here I used the kit papers and some fussy cut characters layered up on the back cover. And I like how it looks in the spine and all the stuff peeping out of the bottom. It's so nice. The pom-pom trim is new. I'm loving the pom-pom trim. Let's take a look at this and see what we have here. So I did for this show sewing the signatures in the cover and how I was going to decorate it, and then it mostly decorated, and I've gone back and finished adding tabs and stuff to the page edges, but everything is otherwise the same. Here is some of the tags that I made to put inside the front cover. This is the same character that's on the spine. I think they're so cute. That little person. And then there's this person here in his suit. I layered up with some of the ephemera onto one of the tags that's included. These black ones, I used my tag top punch and used some scrapbook paper to make those tags, and then layered them up with some of the fun fussy cuts that come with the kit. And then to that, I wanted something tall and pretty to stick up out of the back of the pocket, so I printed this from Ruby and Pearl XO from her vintage documents, and I think that looks nice in this pocket. It's a full sheet to write on there. And then I added more trim to this house and the little paper doll to that page, and trim to the other side that peeks out the bottom. And here there's a house on the other side. I added trim too. There's all the crows flying across. Some of my dyed paper where I used food coloring and tea to stain this paper blue. And then some pretty little flowers, and I tied some ribbon onto the tab there to make that pretty and add more fun to the side of the book. And then I stapled a piece of the ephemera here. This was from another digital kit, this picture here. And then I added trim and lace to that and put it on top of sheet music cover is what's behind that. And then added lace to trim this page that has lines for writing, and this really cute, I love this crow print so much, I used it on the back cover. And then the pom-poms and the flower. And then it's another crow print paper with a floral and some lined paper next to it where you can keep your ideas and notes, thoughts, poetry. Maybe you're a songwriter and you could write beautiful songs into here. And then this little pair, they look like siblings. He's got the crow and then she's got the crown. I make another one, I might call it Crows and Crowns, because I liked adding crows to everyone, including the crows. Some of the crows have crowns. I like alliteration. So this was one I'd used in making it, and the rest of it I added to this pocket. This page with the crows. I added trim there, and I added a crow to this page from Pixie Dust Files. All the neutral pages and lined pages were from Pixie Dust Files lined pages. And then here's more flowers that I added. Some sari ribbon to the bottom of this page and some blue lace down here. And then I added a fussy cut person to this one and a lace tab here. I decorated this envelope up with some images from the kit and some lace and a lace bow, some doily there, and then it flips out and has a tuck spot with a postcard in it, or a faux, vintage postcard, just one side of it, and then another cabinet card. And then this is a pop-up. It pops up with images that came from a different kit. These are actually ravens, but don't tell anyone. Shh. And this came with the kit. I love using these two tags together, so I'll continue doing that. They just layer up so nice. They print out on the same page. It's happening. This is a vintage document from my Vintage Documents digital kit in my Etsy shop. That's the front side. It's one of the darker ones. There's multiple shades of yellow and brown vintage documents. I like this image here and the ruffle of sari silk on the bottom with some doily, her little crown. She's having a tea party with her little crows, her little crow friends. That's so sweet. And I added a sunflower to this page and a crown to this guy here, a flower and some more of that pom-pom trim. And then sari silk flower, or sari silk and flower. Just everywhere I thought it would look nice. That nice crow print paper. It would look nice to put like a photo here of you and your friends or something like that, and then write about it here. And there's the other side of that sheet music. And then this is a flip and has two little sunflower tags in the pocket there. You could keep more little things in there. And then a flower, a paper tab, where I used my tab top punch. I really love that punch because then I can make my tabs coordinate perfectly. I fussy cut one of these little characters out and added it to a kit page, and then made a crown out of some trim for her, and then added lace to these pages, a bow to her, and then made this a writing spot, or you could glue it shut into an envelope and store things in there. You can see there's plenty of room to write in this one as well. Lots of lined writing pages and big blank areas to write. And I tried to keep all of the beautiful decorations around the edges of the page. I just love how these came out. Like every one I make, each one is my new favorite. This is true still. And then I'm always tempted to keep them, but what do I need to add more journals to a tub full of journals? It's just too pretty to sit in a tub somewhere. Well, I know exactly where. Sit in a tub in the guest room. Some sunflower ephemera in that envelope, and then more of that pom-pom trim. She's got a crown and a crow and more trim across the bottom there. Make that sparkle, and then black pom-pom down here at the bottom. And this little crow's wearing a crown. This pocket's packed full of stuff. These two little tags. They're neutral and they're simple, but I just find them so appealing. And then there's this little guy here. He's got all the details and layered up things from the kit and some sheet music. This one I backed onto tea stain paper, and then other ones I backed onto scrapbooking paper. Craft color in this case is what I have on hand. A lot of times I use scraps to back things onto. This was printed on card and made nice tall tags in here. This is just what I wanted for this pocket. I layer things in with this guy. He started the pocket, and then what else could I put in with him to add interest and layers? There we go. And fun, 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 fun. And then this pocket is also a secret writing spot under the flap. And it has more ephemera from my digital kit from my Vintage Documents. These were some handwritten receipts that I had that were just on oddly shaped torn pieces of paper. that came in a vintage document collection that I bought, that I scanned in and have in my Etsy shop. I like to use that in addition to ones by other people's shops. And then I left this envelope unsealed like the other one, so you can use it as a writing space, or if you want, you can glue it shut and add more ephemera to there. And then I have this sunflower one. Those are from Angela Kerr. And then this vintage document here is from Ruby and Pearl. And then I added sari silk and lace to the bottom of that page. Pom-pom trim. And then this postcard. And another vintage document here that was from Ruby and Pearl. Hers have a lot of writing on them, and mine are more of like forms. So I feel like it's a nice mix of vintage documents to mix hers in that have mostly writing, and with mine that have are filled in forms. Receipts, filled in receipts and invoices. And then this house I decorated with some gold trim. It has a cute little crow sitting on the roof. And then there's some lace trim across the bottom. Then I used a tag topped with some really pretty soft elastic lace up here. I think it looks really pretty on top of these sunflowers. So instead of putting it in a pocket, I just clipped it on top. This is one of the tags that came with the kit that I backed onto tea-stained paper, and then layered up some sheet music and ephemera from the kit and some lace that was literally floating around the house. And then in these pockets I made with some ephemera and then put some tiny little pieces inside. And the cabinet card that came with the kit. And let's see, a little character fussy cut there and some lace on this page. Lined paper. I added a crown to these people, and this is one of my favorite laces. This little gathered white lace is so pretty. And I put a crow there, some lace here. Added some lace. I love the way this black lace looks on that blue paper. It's so pretty. And then these crows, the crows fly away but return the next day, and they do. So this has tags inside of the pockets on the front to slide out. And then there's the crows having a picnic on the front. And then when it comes down, it has a waterfall inside. And the cover for it is the pole. And that's fun. And there it is. Cover, spine, back. I hope you enjoyed it, you found it interesting or inspiring. I'll try to put links to the kits that I used in the description box. But if there's something in here that I used and you don't see it down there, please comment and let me know. Or any other polite and nice comments that you'd like to leave. I would love to read and reply. And as usual, thank you so much for joining me and watching today. I hope you were inspired or entertained. Please share the channel with anybody else you think might enjoy the content, and have a wonderful day.